Good morning. It's Thursday, May 29th. And in a world where everything seems to be going kaput from time to time, there is one place where the world is really failing badly. And that particular place is in the Ukraine. And the Ukraine's problem is not in and of itself, but it's the attacks that it's suffering from the dictatorship of Vladimir Putin. So why did Putin choose to invade the Ukraine? When I look at this, I see no real reason for it. And the way it's taking place, the utter destruction that is being heaped on Ukraine, says to me, what is the point of gathering in this country if you totally destroy it? If you create a situation where the Ukrainian civilization has to hate you because of the evil deeds you are perpetrating on their country, the senseless bombings and killings of innocent people, why does Putin want this region so badly? He ordered 200,000 soldiers into the Ukraine, expecting them to just wipe up the place and take Kiev in days. He wanted to overthrow the pro-Western government and return Ukraine to Russia's sphere of influence. But Putin failed. And more than 3 years later, only a fifth of Ukrainian territory is in Russia's hands. And Russia and Ukraine are due to hold their first direct talks since the initial weeks of March 2022. But as Putin himself is not taking part, there seems to be little immediate hope of an end to the war. And why? So why did Putin invade Ukraine? Putin launched the largest European invasion since the end of World War II. And Putin gave a speech on TV declaring his goal was to demilitarize and denazify Ukraine. Is he claiming that the Ukrainians are acting like a Nazi state? He's claiming that? It's a distortion of history. Putin has already seized the Crimean Peninsula 8 years ago after a revolution that ousted Ukrainian's pro-Russian president and replaced him with a pro-Western government. Putin then triggered a lower-level war in Ukraine, in the Donbass region, with pro-Russian proxy forces occupying territory and setting up rebel sites supported by Moscow. But the 2022 invasion was on a different scale. Putin has just recognized the rebel states as independent. Then, as the invasion began, he said the people there, many of whom are Russian speakers, needed protection from the Kiev regime. And then a day later, Putin called on Ukraine's military to take power into their own hands and target the gangs of drug addicts and neo-Nazis running the government. Where's he getting these facts from? It's his imagination that is running crazy. And those comments have led many to believe that the goal of the invasion was, in effect, to erase the Strait of Ukraine. Russia's state-run RIA news agency explained that denazification is inevitably also Ukrainian culture and identity have in fact existed for centuries, independent of Russia. So why is Putin trying to convince the world that Ukraine is part of Russia, acts like Russia, believes in Russia? That's pure nonsense. Putin's history of Ukraine and Russia is pure nonsense, but it's an excuse for him to act like the tyrant that he is. So I leave you with that, an ugly situation in that part of the world. And I can only hope that Ukraine and the rest of its helping democracies foil Putin's Russian plans to take over a country that doesn't want to be taken over. So I leave you with that this morning. An ugly situation on the other side of the world. Have a great day. Take care. Bye. Thank you.